everyone, Jolene here from Chilifestyle. So I kind of feel like I have to do a reading. I'm hoping it's not as heavy as the one that I did yesterday or the day before. I can't remember when I posted it. But unfortunately, again, if you have not been watching my zodiac readings, the one that I've got for February, then I ask you to go watch it, because if you're trying to figure out why things in your life are not working out, it's really and truly because the universe is trying to push every person into their destiny, whatever that is. It's pushing you towards your right people, your soulmates, your correct path when it comes to your work environment, away from toxicity, away from negativity, away from codependency. The biggest lesson in codependency is, am I friends with people because I can't be alone? And am I willing to go above and beyond to help people, but I forget to help myself? Do you suffer with fear of having people not like you? Okay. Do you avoid people who are confrontational? Do you avoid relationships that are good for you because it means I have to do the inner work, and rather turn to relationships that are full of drama and are negative for you because it's just sometimes easier to deal with that because I don't have to, again, do the work? All of these things start to squeeze. Think of a butterfly. I had the most amazing story of how a butterfly, the end of the butterfly, when it starts coming out of the cocoon, how the butterfly's body is very swollen, and it actually, so the one guy that was watching it thought that he was going to help the butterfly by cutting the cocoon open so that the butterfly could be freed, and then the butterfly couldn't fly, and the reason being is because his wings needed the strength. So what happens is the butterfly starts to get squeezed so that the juice comes out, and what happens is the wings eventually build up the strength to break the cocoon open on its own. So nature is beautiful. God provides us with everything. He's given us. That's the sad thing people do not realize. And when you're spiritually awake, you start to realize the real God, not the God that other people, the mean God, the biblical God. It's the real God. And the real God is that of love. The real God is that of, I have provided you with the earth. I have provided you with animals. I have provided you with all the herbs and plants. I have provided you with everything that you need in order for you to be happy. What you have done with your life after that, I cannot help you until you are ready to hear me. I will test you. I will throw things at you that are going to make you uncomfortable and harsh, purely because it will hopefully bring you back home in a positive light. Okay, so we're going to ask your guides for just a reading. So this is just a collective reading. In fact, I'll probably have an understanding of what it is when I do it. This is no harsh songs. So, collective reading. Please, spirit guides, please give my collective, hopefully, a slightly better reading. That's why I'm using my inner child deck, because I thought we're all needing a little bit more of a hopefully positive reading today. What do they need to know? We're also starting a new numerological year. Numerology, astrology, it's not fortune telling. I don't believe in fortune telling. I do believe in helping you with energy so that you know and understand how you are affected, what lessons you're needing to learn, because that's why you're here. You're at school. This is one big school. You're not here just to get up, go to work, feed your family, go home, sleep, and get up the next day and do the same. You've actually got massive lessons. Every one of us are here for a very good reason. The day you are born and the day you die, you cannot escape it. I wanted something positive. Despair and self-control. Okay, so, all right. Again, I can only deliver the messages, and I can't avoid them. So some of you are in a little bit of despair. Okay, so maybe the reason why I kept on having that song from yesterday's reading is because so many people are going through this. And again, you're not being punished, okay? This is not because God doesn't love you. In fact, it's the opposite. He really wants you. He knows what people are saying. He knows the games that people are doing. Remember, God hears everything. He hears your thoughts. He knows what you are thinking. He knows what you are planning. You cannot escape. God is within you and he's on the outside of you. So when you don't realize it, when he's pulling people away, when you find out that people are gossiping about you, when you find out that there are rumors going around, when you find out someone's cheated on you, he's known this all along. And so he's probably been putting a whole lot of signs in your face to show you that these people are not your friends, that your boss is about to get rid of you, that your person's cheating on you, or your person's stealing from you, or your person's lying to you, that your family members are not that good for you. Even your family members can sometimes become toxic for you. So this is why you're probably feeling a little bit of despair right now. And again, please understand that the biggest lesson that he wants you to understand is to learn from your higher self how to have more self-control. So this is controlling how you respond. Someone wants to talk about you behind your back, look at them in a different way. Look at them as, that person must be really, really hurt. I wonder what's happened to them to make them act that way. So instead of shouting and screaming, as I said yesterday, that karmic trench is, if I make you angry, that's your problem, not mine, okay? My problem is I'm making you angry. That's my karma. Your karma is coming back at me, okay? So if you want to stop cycles of negativity, you need to learn to, if you have a problem with automatically responding, then sometimes what you need to do is listen to the message, listen to the person, listen to what they're saying, take a step back, and then come back with an answer, okay? Because that at least gives you a bit of time to think about it. It gives you a little bit of time to look at the person and go, what is this person actually going on about? What are they trying to pull me into? And am I going to fall for it, okay? So unfortunately, the message is still very clear. There's also the creativity card. And so what this is saying is rather use your energy, your frustration, your anger, whatever it is, your despair, and use it to create something better. This is, again, one of those making lemonade out of lemons, okay? So you might have financial problems. If you paint or play music or use music or dance, or maybe you're a dancer, maybe you're a musician, maybe you're an artist. There's some kind of, you could be a writer, a poet. I mean, I could really go marketing. I mean, creativity. I could really go on and on and on. A gardener. Okay. Get it? Woodworking. Get it? There's something that you can use that can actually help you from this suffering. And it might help your finances too. So if you, and boredom. Okay, so if you've been suffering, if you're feeling like, a little bit woe is me, and it's okay, we all go through that. Spirit guides are saying there is a way to help you. If you're feeling a little bit bored and mundane and things in your life are not working out, they're asking you to use some kind of creativity. So again, even if you say, I'm not an artist, I've got not a creative bone in my body, there has to be something out there that you could, maybe you sew, maybe at the worst case scenario, just listen to music. I mean, honestly, if you just feel like you've got no creativity in your bones, in your body, then listen to music, play music every day, sing, hum, dance, okay? There is a new beginning, a new door is going to open, a new day, a new dawn, okay? New friends, new relationships, everything. So let's get into the tarot and see. So the bottom of the card, we've actually, just before we've even begun, we've got the Temperance card, and that is the Guardian Angel. So this is Spirit guide saying to you that your Guardian Angel is present, okay? I've actually trying to think, I've got that prayer of the Guardian Angel, be by my side, to light and guard, to will and guard, amen, something like that. So maybe you can Google it. So the words of that prayer has been coming to me. So maybe go and look at that prayer. And just a reminder that your Guardian Angel is trying to bring something more temperate into your life, okay? It's also, the lesson that you're needing to learn right now is more of, the Spirit guides are trying to pop you open. They're really trying to pull you apart so that when you hit rock bottom, you now have got a place to start, okay? You've now got a stepping stone, because Now you can only go up, you can't go any more down, okay? And sometimes what it does, it cracks you open. It makes you vulnerable, and the world needs you vulnerable, because maybe you've been cold and you don't allow people to know what you're dealing with. And now you start to realize, actually, I have no choice. So you become a lot more vulnerable, so that you become a better friend, a better lover, a better person, and you can maybe become better at explaining who you are. You start to learn why you are the way you are. There's a gift coming, a gift of time, a gift of energy, a spiritual gift that's coming your way. It's something that will help you help others, okay? So either you get a better job, or you get a big bonus, or you get more money. There may be someone out there that you can give, a charity or a friend, or helping someone else out. God's giving you something so you can give to someone else, even if it's just love, okay? But they were just removing other people in your life that were draining you of that love, and weren't, if you're not going to appreciate the kind of love that I have to give you, then what's the point of me giving it to you? I'd rather keep my love for someone who is going to appreciate me, okay? And I would rather be single for the rest of my life until I find someone who's appreciative of the love that I have to give. And that's got to do with everything. So if you just realize that right now you feel like you're trapped, you feel like there is a dragon squeezing your brain, you're scared, you're petrified, but what you really have is you're needing to learn self-control. You need to learn to slay the dragon within your brain, okay, within your, not brain, but within your thoughts. You need to slay those fears, because what's on the other end of that is a deep soul connection, okay? So the Two of Hearts, you can see there are two people that are sending their hearts of lots of love and joy, and there's even two beautiful dolphins jumping over with joy. There's a lot of love. Now, the Two of Hearts doesn't have to be a soulmate connection. It can be soulmate, but what it can be is just saying to you to find the perfect match for you, the perfect friends, the friends who value you, the family members even who value you. It's a soulmate relationship that is solid, okay? So whatever is removed is to bring you something that's more in alignment. And the only way for you to have learned that lesson is for you to be cracked open, okay? Here we have the fairy godmother. You've got a lot of people looking after you, trying to bring in stuff, but you have to, no one can help you unless you allow them to, okay? So let's get stuck into the reading and have a look. What's going on with this collective, Spirit Guides? Why are there so much despair? What is going on? Why are they in despair? They're bored, they're suffering. The energy's not good. So what's happening? Why is this collective in despair? What's happened? Please explain to me what's happened. Okay. I'm going to get 3 cards and then I'll talk you through it. Okay. Okay. Those came out together and that's fine. So what I'm getting here is, so think of the stories of the 3 little pigs, okay? And surely you've heard about it. If you haven't, go Google it. I'm not going to sit here and tell you the whole story, but I'll give you a very brief breakdown. 3 little pigs were given money from their mummies, and they were each sent out into the world to go start their own lives. They had to build their own houses, okay? The first little pig built a house of straw, the second one with twigs, and the third one with bricks, okay? The wolf came along and blew down the first 2 homes. They eventually ran, and they had to live with their other brother. What happens is sometimes we take shortcuts in life. We, again, as I explained at the beginning, we choose relationships because this is just more in alignment. I don't have to change if I date this person. Yeah, this person's dramatic. Yeah, this person has issues. But that's safer for me, because then I have to face myself and wanting to know why I didn't choose someone that actually made me happy. So you chose someone, people, companies, that was easy. It's a job. I mean, I have to love this. People's opinions of it, it's just a job, take it. And then something bad happens and everyone's going, I don't know why you have so much bad luck. Yeah, because you keep choosing things that are not good for you. You keep choosing relationships that are unhealthy for you, or you're refusing to change, or you refuse to see where your problems go. You made bad judgment calls, okay? So if you were willing to be like the third little pig and invest in something that probably took him longer to build, probably cost him more money, he's safer because he saved his other brothers. Okay, so the first two were lazy and they were cheap. So they decided to buy the cheap homes and the cheapest, quickest way for them to get a roof over their heads, and then they could sit back and la 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 la. And what happens is, well, they were almost eaten by the big bad wolf. So the problem is right now, now having to seek courage, okay? Spirit guides are trying to crown you with a little bit of glory, but you're having to learn how to, again, have more self-control with your thoughts, how to figure out you're at a crossroads. That's exactly what I'm getting right now. You are at a crossroads in your life. Do you carry on making bad judgment calls, or are you going to learn the lessons? Are you going to be crowned the king of the jungle? Are you going to be the seeker of swords, which is the seeker of truth, and realize that you have the ability to be the scarecrow and to actually scare people, because this scarecrow feels like he hasn't even got the ability to scare anyone? So are you going to have the courage to go after your dreams, or are you going to stay in fear, stay in suffering, stay in boredom? Okay, so this is one of those. This is a whole new year, when even going into the year of the dragon. Dragons are fires. You're going to have a lot of fires this year, a lot of fires. You'll see the fires go off throughout, bombs, fires, unfortunately, because that's the energy of fire. Okay, but it's also that of drive, it's that of passion. So positives is that of drive and passion, and going after what you are wanting and becoming the wealthiest person you want, and becoming the twin flame or the soulmate or whatever, going after your dreams, moving into your home, having that family you've always wanted. That's the passion, that's the fire. Okay, so fire can be positive, but it can also be used in a negative way. So the negatives could be that of fault fires, forest fires, volcanoes, anything. Unfortunately, there's possibility of hearing about more war, but again, it is there to wake us up to the fact of we need to bring more peace. Okay, temperance, peace in the world. Okay, at the bottom of there we've also got Peter Pan. So maybe and we've got the Seven of Swords. So what is the truth for you? What is the truth in your situation? Okay, not the truth is no one loves me, I'm never going to find a good relationship, God hates me. No, what is the truth? Okay, because that's exactly how you're feeling. You feel alone. You feel like, well, no one's loved me. I have just, no. You made bad judgment calls, and that's why you're in the situation that you are in. There are people out there. Maybe you just don't see them. You refuse to see them because you're so focused on your bad judgment calls that you don't realize that God has people for you. He has the right people. They maybe not be in what you always wanted, though, because you chose something that was easier for you. They were more in alignment with my family. So, they were more aligned with my religion. So that was just the way we did. Oh, really? Okay, well, that's awesome. Now how are you feeling? How's your family's belief systems helping you now? How's this really helping you? Really? Okay, so go towards those people. Do the work and have that situation. Okay, so what could be coming in now for the collective? What is now coming in for the collective? Four of Wands, you see, now we're creating new fertility. Four of Wands is a gateway. It's that door. It's this door filled with stars. Stars are that of hope. We wish upon it. It's hopes and wishes coming true. You've got a new beginning that is actually in alignment with your hopes and wishes. But now you have a foundation. If you are a gardener, anyone who does gardening knows, if you don't put the right you sometimes got to dig up a good foundation and really get all that mulch in there. If you just plant plants, you don't water it, those plants are going to die. Okay, if you don't give it good nourishment, those plants are not going to survive. Plants are living and breathing, and they need good oxygen, they need sun, they need, and some of them don't need sun. You've got to really learn about the plant. Every person, every human, we all need different things. So sometimes it takes hard work, because now I need to know you, because you are no one that I know. You're not anything like my exes, so now I have to get to know you, and that takes work. I have to change. I have to adapt. I have to do these things. But if you do it, you lay a better foundation. A house built on sand. I mean, there was always, also that one story of that one guy that built his house on, I can't remember the nursery rhyme as well, built his house on all these different things. The house slips down, bad foundations. Okay. So you need to, if you want to change, you need to now start off different. We now need to do the work. Okay. Look at that, 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Soulmates, twin flames, houses, getting your dream home, marriage, celebration, having 10 of Crystals is having your family with your house in your castle, in your background, being financially stable, having all your wishes come true. Look at all this fantastic stuff that's coming for you. 2 of Wands, yeah, Child of Swords, but Spirit Guides and God are saying, look, I will give you. I've got, it's there, it's sitting there. You don't see it because they're all sitting there. God's got the perfect person for you, the perfect family, the perfect home, the perfect job, the perfect everything. But unfortunately, there's a catch. And that is the 2 of Wands of, do I believe I deserve? Do I have the courage to go after this? Am I willing to look myself in the face and look at the bad judgment calls that I made? I can't blame everyone else for my life. I made the judgment calls. I had the perfect person. I dated the perfect person. I let them go. I had the perfect career opportunities. I was too scared to take it. I was given the study opportunities. I didn't feel like I could do it. So God gave you the person you were meant to be with. You ignored it, or the job, or that. And so now you're sitting there with woe is me, and God's going, well, are you ready? Are you going to make the same bad judgment calls? Because you, my dear, okay, Pinocchio, have to look at that. Okay, Pinocchio had to man up, and he had to stop being a little boy, and he had to become a man. Okay, do that, and I promise you, you have got the 10 of Pentacles, which is everything you've wanted coming in. You need to kind of work through your pain. Okay, you can't run away from your pain right now. You need to work through the pain. You need to sing, bring more love into your life, bring more joy into your life. As I said, if you're creative in some way, if you can't be creative, you can do vision boards, create your dream home. You can cut out pictures in magazines and do vision boards, if you can't create. Sit with your truth. That truth card sitting there. And then for some of you, there is definitely something to do with the past. There is an ex that you're supposed to be with. There is, and maybe you can reunite. Maybe you'll get a second chance there. There is a past friend that was probably a better friend for you if you can just admit that you were wrong. There is an old hobby that you, maybe as a child, you were always creative and people laughed at you. You always wanted to be an artist, or you always wanted to be a dancer. You always wanted to be a musician, and everyone laughed at you. And now Spirit Guides are going, well, don't blame me because your life is bad. Go and you've got a second chance. The judgment card is that of having a second chance. That's what it is. You now have a second chance, a new beginning. Just make the right decision, make the right choice, and have the courage to go after what is it that you are wanting. Stop looking at what you've lost, learn the lessons, and go after it. And that's basically, that's it. That is this reading. This reading is, you got a second chance. Are you going to go after it? Or are you going to carry on in a space of suffering, in a space of boredom, and in a space of pure despair? The choice is yours. Thank you so much. That's what I have for you. Comment, like, subscribe, and also go check out all the readings, they're all there. My yes or no's. I'm not doing one this week because I've done one earlier. It's a little bit of all mishmash. Yeah, we'll get there. Have a great week and goodbye.